Hi everyone, welcome to Hard Nock Garage, and I just thought I'd show you a build I completed before I started this channel, and I don't think I've had on before. So this was for a build-off competition. The competition was basically anything goes. So I had this old Highway 61 Chevy C10 lying around and didn't really kind of know what to do with it. So I thought I'd use this. So the original idea was to build a shop truck, right? A truck that, you know, you'd just use to take stuff backwards and forwards from your workshop. I quite like off-roaders, and I'm kind of known for building them. So I thought, well, I'll build it to an off-roader. And that's kind of where it started from. So I'll just take that bit off. Underneath is actually a Toyota Land Cruiser chassis. Oops, the wheels aren't fully attached. I just kind of have them sitting on, partly so I can swap them if I do so. I may end up more permanently attaching them. But it has a stretched Toyota Land Cruiser chassis underneath. And because I borrowed so part of the reasoning for that is I borrowed the chassis off this for another build. And under there is a Toyota Land Cruiser 6-cylinder diesel, which I'm intending to add a bit more detail to at some stage. Maybe a bigger turbo, that kind of thing. But that wasn't particularly part of the build. So stretch chassis, this is some extra reinforcement added in. It has a adjustable tow ball at the back that can slide out. So you can take it off if you're going like rock crawling kind of stuff. On the front has, I think this bit's off a Jeep or something, that part, and then I've kind of built the rest, the tubes, these little aluminium hangers, I just made out of soft aluminium, just in a pair of pliers to make those. It's got bigger springs than normal. These are AR scale 3D printed rims. They look quite nice, and RC four-wheel drive tyres, the 1.0 tyres. On the inside, I've got an old, kind of doing it like an old blanket style car seat cover, but the rest is pretty much the same, just in there. So this bit is a rack that sits on the back, has a headache rack, has a winch in the back, so you can pull things. It's a Chevy, so I went a bit crazy making it kind of obvious that it was a Chevy. And if I just pop it down, it's not going to look so good during the day. Okay, you might have noticed some wires and things. So I put a light kit on it using some little kind of fairy light things I found at a local store. Here we go. So that's the back lights are on. What I've done is, this is a piece of white styrene, like Plastruct or Evergreen, and I've drilled the holes in and then added the fairy light bits in at each hole, and then painted them red. That's how you get that effect. I've got one under the headache rack, and I'll turn the one on under the truck as well, so they don't flash or anything. But you can see that it's got the headlights and the light in the bumper and on the headache rack and around the back. So it looks quite good at night. I might add a picture, and I've got that. I did just knock the mirror off, and I'll sort that out later. So we're building that. I think it was about a 2 or 3 month build, and I kind of finished this with about 3 weeks to go, so I thought I might do something else. These posts here, so I won't take that off, but that undoes there and that folds down, so that you can essentially take the back off, drive the truck out, and then you can put this on the back. So I built a camper for it, a kind of a pop-off, pop-on camper. It has a pop top. I need to add some little bits in to hold it up, but you can see that the top pops up. And we'll bring it around this side. It's got an interior. Let's see if I can. So it has some seats on each side. If you look through, it's got a table there and some seats on each side, and then inside is a kind of a cooktop, and yeah, and on this particular one, that's not really focusing, is it? I just did black covers instead of putting a sink in. On another one I've done a sink, and up here it's got a bed. I made a quilt, and it's actually got some little pillows in there. Where is it? There you go, little pillow to rest your head on. There's a couple of those, and on this side is a toilet. You'd lift that up and hop on the toilet there, and it's also got, it's a wee bit broken, I need to adjust that, but it's also got an awning that comes out. So I thought that was a neat little feature to add. And the door. So there you go, Chevy C10, so weekday shop truck. Oh, that's not sitting on right. There you go. So weekday shop truck and weekend camper. Yeah, thanks for watching.